TikTok knows you better than you know yourself.
A few weeks ago, something happened to you that you probably never mentioned to anyone. TikTok showed you a video about something you had never searched for, never liked, never commented on.
Because the commies are listening to you. At this very moment, they're in your phone, listen to every word you say. You never know who might be listening to you. Turn off that camera. Turn off that camera, turn off your phone. Break it in half even.
Something you had barely even admitted to yourself. And it was exactly right. Not vaguely right. Uncomfortably, specifically right. Most people...
I'm not joking either. They probably are listening. Like, they're probably listening to what you're saying. They're almost 100% listening to what you're saying. I guarantee you, I could sit here right now. Probably not. Or, cause no, hold on. Because that's not... I wouldn't say it's because they can hear you. I'd say it's because of what you're searching. Like, right now, I'm trying to blow up on TikTok. So, I'm searching up videos on how to blow up on TikTok, etc., etc., etc. So, the algorithm is changing itself to show me videos of, like, small Twitch streamers and other shit like that. That, I don't think it's listening to you. I think it might be listening to you. But who knows nowadays with all the, like, the flock cameras and shit like that. Who really knows? We really could be, like... It really could be listening to us. But I feel like we should know, but we don't know.
Have the same explanation. And they say it half joking.
There's nothing we can do about it, by the way. There's nothing. Well, we could always just tear it down. Have a deflock?
Serious. The phone is listening. It has to be, right? There's no other way. No other way something could know.
I'm getting a drink. Hold up. Okay. Oh my god, now my hair's a mess. Alright.
Like that. It's a comforting theory in a strange way, because at least a microphone is something you can point at, something you could turn off. But TikTok has never needed your microphone. It figured out something about human behavior, something every other platform missed for a decade. And once you understand what that thing is, being read stops feeling like magic and starts feeling like something closer to inevitability.
Yeah, they're always gonna know. They're always gonna know, they're always gonna know what you want to see at that very moment. There's so much money being poured into data analysis, or like your data. If you're one of those people who think your data isn't out there, and no, this is not about a segue into the sponsor segment. I'm not sponsored. I'm not that big. If you think your data isn't out there, genuinely, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. Your data's already out there. The billionaires out there, the big companies, they already have what they need from you. You're not going to be able to get rid of it unless you pay for some type of service to get rid of it. And even then, who knows if you are safe from that? There's nothing you can do in this day and age to stop yourself from being online unless you were born and you literally never touched it at all. Which, after I just said that, is still wrong because you're automatically incorporated with technology the moment you're born, because when you are born, you get a birth certificate, etc., etc., etc. You get put into a system. There is no escaping the system. You can only build within it. If you know what I'm saying.
Every platform before TikTok was built on a mistake. They all measured the same thing. What you told them. Your likes, your follows, your comments. Every one of...
I don't like anything. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's why all my videos are so fucked. I literally sit on my phone and I hit one of these. Let me mute my phone. I hit one of these. I don't comment, I barely follow, and I'll like the video. I literally liked videos so uncommonly that I can like the video as if I'm saving the video for later. Like, I can like a video knowing damn well I'm not gonna like another video for like the next 50 videos, so I can always know where a video I want to see is, if it has useful information for me.
Those signals is conscious, deliberate, and completely under your control. When you like a post, you're making a decision about how you want to be seen by the platform, by other people, sometimes even by yourself. Facebook and Instagram built empires reading that carefully curated self-portrait.
The metadata.
TikTok looked at all of it and largely ignored it.
You mean China looked at all of that, actually. You mean China, right?
Instead, it measured the one thing you can't control and never think about: time. Not time in the abstract, time down to the millisecond. How long you watched before you swiped, whether you watched something twice.
Oh my god, video retention. OMG. Some of y'all are actually brain dead, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. You're being like trained into doing it. I do it sometimes. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you need to work on your critical thinking, please. There is no reason why you should be able to scroll on TikTok, scroll on Instagram, scroll on whatever you scroll on, YouTube Shorts, etc., or just scroll through the YouTube For You page, and you genuinely look at a video for 30 seconds, and then you scroll off of it. You're an AI. You're an AI. Like, if you can't give a video more than 30 seconds of your time to see if the person who made the video, the artist who made the thing, is actually worth paying attention to, reevaluate yourself as a human being. Please. You're actually just making yourself a sheep. You can't complain about the people at the top, the top Twitch streamers, the top YouTubers, the top politicians, the top corporations. You can't complain about them and complain about them not changing if you don't allow for change. And the only way you're going to be able to allow for change is for you to look at other content forms out there without giving it a 30-second time frame that they have to meticulously, scientifically engineer to gain your attention. That's not how we're going to create a better future or any future. We're going to end up having the same people that blow up overnight, go famous, and they keep on farming your attention. Do you want to be a sheep for the rest of your life, or do you want to control the future of the world? That's just the conversation that needs to be had. Like, there's so many things you can do to stop this. Just genuinely read a book, learn, like reevaluate yourself as a human, please. There's no reason why you should be able to tell if a video's bad based on the first 30 seconds or the amount of likes. Like, who are you to tell if a video is good or not? You aren't. You aren't. Someone could spend hours and hours making a video or streaming like I am, and no one will give it the time of day because they think they're more special than another person. No one is special. We are all trying to pave our own path in what we call life. No one is special. And the people at the top, they're not any different from you. They blew up once and we kept on feeding them because we're robots who aren't gonna change. It's like we don't even want change. We see so many comments about people being like, can the people at the top change? This guy's so unfunny. This guy's so unfunny. Can the people at the top change? I want a different streamer. You're not giving anyone else a chance, so just shut up. Do it yourself. That was a big rant. I'm sorry. That needed to be said. We as a collective society, we all need to lock the fuck in.
Without meaning to, whether your thumb hovered for a quarter of a second before you moved on. You can perform a like, you can curate a follow, but you cannot fake a hesitation. And in a normal evening of scrolling, you produce hundreds of them, small, involuntary confessions. You never realize you're making
them. Oh yeah, any given night, I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling hundreds of videos, not gonna lie.
Each one measured, each one stored, fed into a system that has been listening, to a language you didn't know you were speaking. Here's what actually happens when you open TikTok for the very first time. The videos you see aren't chosen for you, because the system knows nothing about you yet. They're a test. TikTok fires a deliberately chaotic sequence at you. Comedy, then sports, then someone crying, then luxury, then rage.
So then if you're like me and you don't like the videos at all or don't interact, you get like a whole slew of random shit. That's the whole fucking piece of the pie. You get the whole pie if you don't like or do anything. And one day you'll get some comedy. One day you get sports. One day you get sad. One day you get a whole bunch of different things. Genuinely, if you want to have the best experience at TikTok, don't like a single video. I'm not gonna lie, but there is merit into liking videos because then you get to see what you truly want to see. But then you're kind of playing into their hands, so it's really a lose-lose situation.
And it watches what your thumb does, not what you pick, what you fail to skip. Journalists at the Wall Street Journal ran an experiment on this, and honestly, it's hard to shake once you know about it. They created automated accounts, bots, each one programmed with a hidden interest. The bots never liked anything, never commented, never followed anyone. All they did was linger, slightly longer on certain videos, the way a real person's attention naturally catches on something. And TikTok found every single hidden interest, all of them, using nothing but watch time. One bot had been given a vague, unspoken tendency towards sadness. Nothing dramatic, just a slight pull toward melancholy content.
And then your whole For You page is full of just the saddest, deepest things you'll ever fucking see. It actually blows as well, because normally it's like at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. You're down in the fucking gutters of your mental health. And then TikTok just racks in sad video after sad video after sad video. Like, that can't be helpful, bro. Like, if you have like if you're once again, actually I've never said it on stream yet. If you were suicidal, please seek help. Please seek help. Suicide is not the answer. Suicide is never the answer. You leave so many people behind. It's just like, why wouldn't you want to continue your own existence? Like, life is such a precious thing that you only get to experience once. Everyone's experienced their life for the first time right now. And to throw that away, yes, you'll hear of it selfish, but like, I understand if you think that that's the only thing you can do, but I promise you from the bottom of my heart, there are so many different things you can do. Seek help, talk to your friends, talk to your family, friends, coworkers, talk to someone. Because at the end of the day, people want you here. They want you in their lives. Even if you don't feel like they do, they want you there. So please, I beg, just keep on pushing through it. It will get better. It will get better, I promise you. But like I was saying, I don't think TikTok should be pushing those type of videos at night, late at night, to potentially suicidal people. I think TikTok is probably very fucked up for that. But yeah.
And within hours, TikTok had understood. It filled that account's entire feed with depression content. The
Yeah.
bot never said a word about how it felt. It just hesitated in the right places, and the system did the rest. So why does it feel like mind reading? It comes down to something researchers call collaborative filtering, and it's both simpler and stranger than people expect. TikTok isn't trying to understand you. It has no theory of who you are. What it's doing is finding your twins. Out of more than 1 billion users, there are thousands of people whose behavior matches yours almost perfectly. The same pauses, the same rewatches, the same specific weaknesses at 1 in the morning when nobody's watching. You've never met
It's
them.
so interesting because we all like to think that we're such an individual human, when at the end of the day, there's 8 billion of us that we know of, or it's been counted as far as I know. There's 8 billion of us. So when you really get down to it, I always think it's super interesting because we all claim to be super, super hyper individual about ourselves and how we hold ourselves accountable for different things. But at the end of the day, our movements, our wake cycles, our everything that makes you can only be split into so many different categories, and that category can only be split across so many different people. So the odds of someone being exactly like you or very similar to you are huge in terms of the whole scope of the world, which is something that's so very interesting to me because no matter how individualistic you want to be, more than likely out there is someone just as, if not more, individualistic than you. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
You never will, but the system quietly clusters you together and then does something almost absurdly simple. It shows you what they watched next. That video that felt impossibly personal, the one that seemed to know something you'd never said out loud. Thousands of people who behave exactly like you watched it hours before you did. You didn't have a private thought that TikTok intercepted. You had a common thought, shared by a demographic you can't see, and the algorithm found it in them first. You were never being read. You were just early, in a queue you didn't know you were standing in. But understanding you is only half of what the system was built to do. Knowing you is worthless if you close the app.
Now they're going to sell your data to other companies and pull a Facebook.
So the second half of the architecture is about something else entirely. And to explain it, we have to go back to the 1950s.
Electric chair. They shock you.
The psychologist B.F. Skinner spent years studying what makes behavior compulsive. When an animal received a reward every time it pressed a lever, it pressed when it wanted the reward and stopped when it was satisfied. But when the reward arrived unpredictably, sometimes yes, mostly no, never on a schedule the animal could learn, the pressing became compulsive. The animal kept going, long past the point of hunger. Uncertainty, Skinner discovered, is more addictive than reward. Casinos built an entire industry on this.
Gambling.
Slot machines are Skinner's experiment, with a payout tray attached. The TikTok feed? It's the same mechanism, in your pocket. And once
you never know when that next video is going to be mind-changing. That next video could be a mind fuck and just waiting to happen. You never know when that next scroll is just going to be the jackpot of knowledge that you need that will forever change your life. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling, bro. You're almost there. You're almost there.
You see it, you can't unsee it. Think about what a scrolling session actually consists of. Most videos are fine. Many are boring. You keep going, half present. And then, at an interval you can never predict, one video lands perfectly. The exact thing at the exact moment, and something in your chest lights up. That's not a content pattern. That's a payout schedule. And here's the detail that changes how...
Is this written by AI?
The whole thing looks. The algorithm doesn't show you the best video it has for you. It could. It knows which one it is. But a reward you can predict stops being a reward. So the perfect videos are deliberately spaced out, cushioned by mediocre ones. The boring videos aren't failures of the algorithm. They're the mechanism...
No, they're not. No failure. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is like my fifth rant. This is my fifth fucking rant. Today I saw a video on a Minecraft server, and the video is genuinely well made. I watched most of it. I had to come stream, so I didn't finish it, but I'll finish it after this stream. The video was very well made, very well edited, etc., etc. Very well. It was well packaged from what I can see. It made me click on it. So it's obviously a well packaged video. Tell me why it has 263 views. That is unbelievably sad. Unbelievably sad. Because all you would have to do is click on it to see it's a good, well thought out video. And we on YouTube, as a community, as large as the YouTube community is, can't seem to just click on it because we think we're better than them. We think that we're better than them. We can create better content than them. I don't know. Why can't we click on the video? What about that video makes it unclickable? Nothing other than your shit attention. There's nothing about that video that is wrong other than your shit attention span. And as a community, we need to fix that. We need to fix that as a community. As the human race, actually, we need to fix that. I understand short-term media fucked it all for everyone. Our attention spans are in the gutter. You can do something to fix it if you really cared. Or you can continue to be a shitty person who gives genuinely good content 30 seconds of your time to see if you want to watch it. If you're into a video of like 5 minutes and it's still not good, yeah, you can click off of it. But if you're giving it literally not even a minute of your time, you're a dickwad.
Exactly as designed. There's one more layer, and it's the one that tends to sit with people afterward. Try to remember what you watched on TikTok yesterday. Not the feeling of
Mind
it,
wipe.
the actual videos. Name 5. Almost nobody can. Hours of your life, fully awake, eyes open, and the memory is a kind
video
of
was made by AI.
fog.
That was an AI
That
image,
fog isn't a
goddammit.
coincidence, and it isn't a personal failing. Your brain consolidates memory by connecting experiences to each other and to context. But a TikTok feed gives you a cooking video, then a car crash, then a joke, then a clip of a war.
And if you're on Instagram, it's the same thing. Just thrown in, like, sprinkled in the middle there, someone just actually dying. Someone in the middle there just literally dies on your screen. They need to get better about that. They need to get better about monitoring those type of videos, because why the fuck am I watching people literally die on Instagram Reels?
Then a dance. Each one severed completely from the last. Nothing connects to anything. There's no thread for memory to hold on to, so almost nothing gets stored, which means the hours don't just pass, they vanish. And time you can't remember is time you can't regret, which means it's time you'll spend again tomorrow, without hesitation. So no, your phone isn't listening to you. It never had to. You've spent your entire life carefully managing what you let other people see, choosing your words, curating your feed, presenting a version of yourself you can live with. TikTok never looked at any of that. It ignored the self-portrait entirely and watched the one thing you were never guarding, your thumb, which has been telling the truth this whole time. And the next time your scrolling slows over something that feels impossibly, uncomfortably, precisely like you, you'll know what's actually happening. Not magic, not a
Netanyahu is in your phone. Throw it away.
microphone, just a mirror built from your own hesitations, held up by a machine that's been paying closer attention to you than anyone in your life ever has, including you.
That was a really good fucking video.